What's going on, you beautiful people? It's Israel here, back with another Masters Rank Duel. You wanted the Kuang, okay? The comments came through. You want to see the Kuang. I'll provide it, all right? If you guys haven't seen my montage, Imperfect, it was like one of my favorite Duel characters back in the day. So we're gonna try out a different style of build. Usually I would go Bancroft or something like that. I'm gonna try out Mannequins and Ring of Hecate, which basically means no healing, like a little bit less healing and more attack speed. Bancroft just doesn't seem that useful to me against an Odin, who's just going to cage me. So that's the plan. I've never faced an Odin in Duel, but Kuang isn't very popular either, so we'll see. Obviously, I can just like burst this buff down very easily, but I don't really want to go for the buff. I can just save my 1 for juking his ult. I mean, his jump. That's what I'm going to do, obviously. We already used this, like, best clear tool. That's what we're going to do every time. And then we just pop this. He's going to die once he meds. And this is free. You can't even get here in time. There we go. Honestly, didn't even want red. I prefer blue, but getting it over him is pretty good. And instead of pushing that wave, I'm just going to get this. The idea is just out-farm him because we win late game, you know? So I don't really care about losing a little bit of early pressure. We're up 200 gold, though, so we did not lose early pressure. In fact, because I'm not stacking or anything, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to get a Chalice online ASAP. He's got one as well, so it's not like we're putting ourselves behind. Okay, little pro tip for you. Never start a Chalice when you are trying to stack Transcendence. It's just never worth it. I assume he just tries to jump on me here. Didn't think he would jump on me there. Even if you med, you're not quick enough for me, bucko. Alright, good stuff. So yeah, that's a play I do a lot. Again, you guys probably haven't seen me play Kuang in a minute, but the instant one into a grab. Kuang ult is in contest with Tier, in my opinion, for the worst ultimate in the game, bar none. It is so bad. It gets canceled out if people jump. It gets canceled out if people stun you. You're CC immune, but if you get stunned, it gets canceled. So many things go into making this ult one of the worst, if not the worst ult in the game, I think. If it worked as intended, this ultimate's broken. But it almost never does what you want it to. It's like nausea ult in that regard. So yeah, it's not ideal. I feel like I could kill him here. But I don't want to commit my 1 ever. Because it's basically how I confirm my kills. I want him to try and jump on that. Yeah, is that here, I think? Wasn't enough for it. We don't have a full item yet. I for some reason, I think I'm much later on into this game. But I'm not! But yeah, Kuang is really fun when you get good with him. But he is so bad into like 90% of the matchups in this game mode. Any hunter that can keep him away, you have to outplay so hard. Again, I highly recommend you check out the montage if you want to see some of those Kuang plays. People in the comments, I think, don't quite understand how difficult it is to actually get to people with Kuang. Because he's a melee mage that can't clear the wave. You can only hit 3 minions at a time unless you're using your 1. There could be a world where you actually use your 1 to clear the wave, I think. But then you just lose, right? Like, how are you ever going to get away? Because you're not out DPSing people until late game, so I don't know, just my opinion. But check that out if you're curious about how most of these matchups work. I had some pretty good games against like Panda Cat's Oleron back in the day. I used to play a lot of Duel, and those matchups were always fun, but have not played anyone on Kuang in a minute. And I always usually go the boat skin. That's why it's like the thumbnail of that montage, but this one's like more exclusive, so people like it more. I'm definitely gonna go breastplate next. We need cooldown, more abilities. That's always gonna go a long way. Oh, he's dead. That's good. That's probably the 5-man F6 right there, to be honest. Unfortunate, because I didn't want this to go that completely one-sided, but he's underestimating his damage, or I mean, overestimating his damage or underestimating mine. Because people don't play Kuang too much, it's probably the latter, but I'm not going to pop any potions here. Just going to get all the farm I can. With mannequins, you are able to, like, 3 and then get it back, usually. Looks like he's still sort of hunting, so maybe he didn't give up. There's not much room for outplay in a matchup where you lose late game and you're down 2-0, but I applaud him for trying. I think 3-1 full clears. It does. Again, I usually go Bancroft, so I'm not quite sure the damage numbers on this build, but this is sort of the magical ADC build that you see. With like Olerons and Souls. Sometimes you see Gilded, though. I'm not going to go Gilded. I think Mannequin just helps too much for the buff clear. But yeah, anytime he ever jumps or uses his shield, I can pretty much just full commit now. I don't really have to save my 1 for anything. Oh, hi. Did not expect you here, buddy. I don't want to pop my 2 because he just jumps away. Okay, now I do. Clearly that's an F6. There it is. Okay, yeah, I sort of expected that. Let's try to find another game after this. Obviously, that one was pretty one-sided. Maybe we'll get a better matchup, someone not playing Odin, and then we'll cut until we find that. All right, so now we are up against an Anhur. So this matchup should be a lot harder for us, obviously. One thing that Kuang does not appreciate is anyone that can reveal his stealth very easily, and pretty much any ADC with Mannequin Scepter can do that, so we'll have to see if that is going to be the option. I'm just going to go Shell here. Usually, like, Beads Aegis is pretty solid against Anhur, but no one builds Beads or Aegis in Duel just because it feels so unworth it. If you get caught once by Anhur and then do his ult, Shell usually isn't going to help you if they hit everything, so that's why sometimes I like to go for that. I don't have too much mana here, and he does go Mannequin Scepter, so that's the reason I wanted to check that out early. We got that away. Honestly, I'd be super down to just get blue and let him have red, so let's see how he responds to that.
I see it.
Looks like he's gonna get me. Okay, cool. So the reason I like doing that is because I have to use my abilities a lot to clear the wave, or he can rely pretty heavily on auto attacks, and I don't want to just cycle when I can't really deal with that. I will stay here and just try to steal that away. Oh, well, he didn't even get it, so that's really good. That honestly was not my plan. I usually like to commit to the buff and then just give it up. I'm not going to one in. Yeah, so obviously that's the play whenever you're on her, is to try and line up the Impale with them. I should have juked it. That's my bad. Now his Impale is down, so we have all the pressure we want. We got his jump down. Him jumping there is all we need if we want to go. And we juked that out. Yeah, this buff's gone. And we hit 5 too. He's going to have to go the long way. Wow, he actually jumped. Unfortunate for you, buddy. Later. I'm gonna head this way. He sees the tick damage. Yeah, we're just going for the farm game. We want to be ahead. There we go. It looks like he does have beats. We have absolutely no kill potential right now. But it's fine. We're ahead. That's all we really wanted. Confirm a last hit there. And get another one. And now we can pretend like we're backing. Again, we're ahead, so I have no problem just sticking around. I have the blue buff, which is why I'm able to do any of it. His Impale's already down. I'm not worried. Honestly, this is a pretty easy kill for me here. Him using that was really bad, actually. We don't have the mana, but we have Shell. He never kills us. Even if he hit every tick of his ult, we would not die. If it was Impale into ult, we would certainly die, but he doesn't have it. So we get to get this pressure for free. I'm gonna make sure we pop it over here so he doesn't know where we're at. And we're kind of close to ring. Again, I'm not stacking anything, so pretty fair to get this. And again, I know his power spike. His power spike is full transcendence, so I can afford a chalice here. Chalice is always going to be the play. And it's like, if I know he's not going to get like immensely stronger off that back, and I can finish Hecate about the time he finishes transcendence, then we're fine here. I'm just going to W key at him. His impale is down. I tried to ult that. I tried to ult to close the gap. More often than not, you're not using ult to clean up any kills, so that was my plan there. I just wanted to get to him, close the gap, be slow immune, and then maybe get his beads down if you wanted to like set up. But usually, it's really nice to throw them up in your ult and then stall for cooldowns while they're up there. Did not get to do that though, because I couldn't reach it. I'm gonna pop both of these because I want to contest red. Again, he doesn't have transcendence, and he just impaled again. So he doesn't quite understand how much he needs that. There's the beads. There we go. So I never would have committed to like a kill there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't like, oh, I got him. I bit him. GG. I knew he had beads, so I was just setting up for the beads so that I could 3 immediately after the fact. You never want to, like, hard commit to an execute, especially when they have, like, beads up. We're not going to go for his blue, though. I don't have the mana. But that's a great start. Getting ahead against Anhur is usually GG because you do win late game. All you have to do to confirm that you win late game is 1 is 2. If you can just use your water illusion to juke out that impale, he can't push you away, and then you simply just box him. Like, you just outbox him, so there's no reason to. Don't know what he's doing here. This is like perfect time for him to get his blue. If he doesn't take it, I'm just gonna take his blue. He is hitting a good amount of autos though. Oh, there's this one. I mean, there's this two. He has to backpedal now. Didn't hit, unfortunate. Still kill him though. But we got his blue. I'm gonna make sure he misses the wave, and he does, and then we'll take this. I'm still not too confident in not picking this up because my mana is not the best. We do get that. We have a massive lead here. Yeah, like against an Kuang that has a little bit of tank stats, you can never impale the wave. And it looks like he's gonna go Ichival or like Atalanta's and try and keep me away. He definitely needs like, I don't know, Shoguns, Genjis, Pestilence, Bulwark. That's already gone. Run for it. Yeah. Cool. I cannot imagine that he went for these. Don't think he did. He backed after checking that. And then whenever you use your 2 and you don't have anything to hit with it, it's just throw it. Get it off cooldown as quickly as possible. It's like Bastet Leap. The cooldown doesn't start. Is he really gonna... Oh, he's warding. He was warding. Okay, so here I think he's gonna try and impale me around the corner. I'm just gonna try and juke it best I can. Nope. But doing this will always be worth it. So we hit a full range of abilities there, and then we can just walk back in because it's enough cooldown. Woo. My 3 won't kill, so I can't. But if he tried to jump on me, I can just, you know, juke it. Ooh, that kind of hurts. That shit hurted.
I walk the path of trials.
Unfortunate. My 3 didn't go off. I tried to insta-pop it. Didn't work. That was really bad. I'm trying to style on him because I figured if I let this matchup go the slow route, he's just gonna F6, and I didn't want like 2 F6s in a video, so I was like, you know, maybe we'll try to style on him, see how it goes. Good jump by him. It was a good jump. My 3 didn't go off though. I wanted to 1-3 and see if I caught him off guard. And now I've got Blink. And Blink is something you need. You need 2 ways to close the gap. Obviously, blinking in is one. I hear him on that, so I'm going to step up. Yeah, I assumed he 2'd the buff, and I knew that I could just outbox him there. That's definitely going to be a fire. Even with this little amount of HP, we can still do it. And he did get Atalanta, so he's trying to crit, which is smart. Because again, you don't outbox me late game. This isn't going as quickly as I hope. Bancroft is definitely going to be better. Okay, we got that. I still have Blink if I want to get out of here. Okay, he's there. So I will leave. Now, we have a few different options. I'm going to go for something like this. And this could be Obsidian Shard, this could be Divine, this could be a few things. Toxic Blade is usually my option for anti-heal. I'm just not sure. Demonic Grip is not a real item. Don't care what anyone says. That item sucks. And it is never good unless you have like a mage on your team you're shredding prots for. So I'm definitely just going to commit to like actual penetration. Again, he does not have defense right now. So getting a full Ob Shard is kind of ambitious. I don't care too much about whatever he... Okay, now he's going for it. So now I could say, like, this could be an Ob Shard. I could have made use out of pretty much anything there, though, and that was kind of my point. Okay, he missed Impale, so now we can W key. And our minions are there, so we don't really have to worry. This would be a great time to blink on him, but I want the tower first. And more often than not, you can just find poke, you know, throwing your 2 in. Not expecting ult there. Again, we have blink to close the gap, so I'm never like too worried about my ult. My ult's not gonna be a kill potential ever. His Impale's down. There it is. So he obviously didn't expect that burst. I still had shell, so I wasn't worried about taking that up. That's what I'm talking about. If I get that off cooldown. It's gonna be close. I don't think we can get this though. Actually, maybe. I have shell. Yeah, we can get it. We actually didn't have to do that. The shell was not necessary, but I've been playing a lot on the new patch where Phoenixes have increased penetration, and I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, because of his itemization, I will go for this, and then we'll just go into Telkines. Telkines, Nimble Rotted Tahuti. I'm only telling you that because I don't think we're going to get to that point where you actually get to see the full build. I think this game will be over before then. And we know his red is a little bit... Or, that's my red. My red is a little bit later timer. I should have... So what we're doing here is hoping he jumps. We have to juke his Impale. There it is. That'll slow, or not.
Unleash your will.
And let's go. GG's. So, a pretty easy matchup if you can get ahead, but late game there is some avenues for outplay. Upgraded beads becomes annoying. Upgraded med becomes annoying. Anything that gives him 2 impales is super irritating. I mean, I hate facing on her late game, but you can usually bully him early as long as they impale the wave. They're impaling the wave. They can't push you away. And they try to box because they're like, oh, I'm on her, one of the best gods in this game mode, but simply not enough. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Again, leave me any questions. I play a shiz ton of Kuang in the duel. Haven't done it recently, but, you know, I have been, you know, getting back into it. So leave me any questions you have below. Drop a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. It's been Trelly, guys. Peace.